Do you ever feel like your week just slips through your fingers, leaving you stressed, overwhelmed, and unproductive? What if I told you there's a simple weekly reset routine that can completely transform the way you plan, reflect, and refocus, giving you clarity, control, and unstoppable productivity every single week? Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a step-by-step method that successful people use to reset their week and get laser-focused on what truly matters. Hey everyone, welcome back to Focused Peter. If you're new here, my channel is all about helping you maximize productivity, sharpen your focus, and live a more intentional life. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful habits you can adopt to completely change the way you approach your week: the weekly reset routine. This isn't just about making a to-do list. It's about planning, reflecting, and refocusing in a way that gives you clarity, energy, and momentum for the days ahead. So why is a weekly reset routine so important? Think about it. Most people live their lives reacting to tasks and events as they come. They're constantly firefighting, jumping from one distraction to another. And by the end of the week, they feel drained, unaccomplished, or even frustrated. A weekly reset is your way of taking control, pausing, and intentionally designing your week to align with your priorities and goals. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind, energy, and focus, so you're not just moving, you're moving in the right direction. I know from personal experience how chaotic life can get. A few years ago, I was working long hours trying to juggle multiple projects and constantly feeling behind. My energy was drained, my motivation was inconsistent, and despite working hard, I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. That's when I discovered the power of a weekly reset routine. By dedicating just an hour or two each week to planning, reflecting, and refocusing, I completely transformed my productivity and mental clarity. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can do the same. The beauty of this routine is that it doesn't require complicated tools or expensive systems. You don't need fancy apps, planners, or software. All you need is a simple framework and the commitment to follow it consistently. And the results? They speak for themselves. Increased focus, reduced stress, higher productivity, and a sense of control over your week that most people only dream about. Now, before we get into the actionable steps, let's talk about the mindset you need for this weekly reset. It's not just a checklist. It's a habit of self-reflection, intentional planning, and strategic thinking. You're not just planning tasks. You're planning your life, your energy, and your focus. You're asking yourself, what really matters this week? What actions will move me closer to my goals? Where did I waste time last week? And how can I improve? These questions are the foundation of your weekly reset. Throughout this video, I'll give you a complete framework that covers 3 key phases: planning, reflecting, and refocusing. We'll break it down into clear steps you can follow every single week. You'll learn how to review the previous week, celebrate your wins, identify areas for improvement, and strategically design your week for maximum focus and productivity. By the end, you'll have a full routine that you can repeat every week, creating a compounding effect on your results and your mindset. So, if you're ready to take control of your week, eliminate overwhelm, and supercharge your productivity, make sure you watch this video till the very end. Grab a notebook or your digital planner because we're about to create a weekly reset routine that works. Let's dive in. Point 1. Reflect on the previous week. The first step in your weekly reset is reflection. Ask yourself, what went well last week? What didn't? What distracted me? What progress did I make? Take 15 to 20 minutes to review your calendar, your to-do list, and your notes. Identify wins, no matter how small, because celebrating progress reinforces positive habits. Then, note challenges or areas where you fell short. Don't beat yourself up. Reflection is about learning, not guilt. Point 2. Set clear intentions for the upcoming week. Once you've reflected, it's time to set intentions. This isn't about writing a long to-do list. It's about identifying 3 to 5 key priorities that will define your week. Ask yourself, What are the top actions that will move me closer to my goals? Write these down and commit to them. Intentions give your week direction and help you avoid being reactive to distractions. Point 3. Organize your schedule strategically now. Take your priorities and map them into your calendar. Assign time blocks for your most important tasks, and protect these blocks as if they were meetings with your most important client, your future self. Include buffer time for unexpected events and breaks to recharge. Remember, effective scheduling is not about filling every minute. It's about creating a flow that supports focus and productivity. Point 4. Plan for energy, not just time. Consider your energy levels throughout the day. When are you most focused and productive? Schedule high-priority, high-concentration tasks during these peak hours. Reserve less demanding tasks like emails or administrative work for low-energy periods. Aligning tasks with energy levels ensures that you're not just busy, but productive. Point 5. Identify distractions and create boundaries. Distractions are productivity killers. Use your reflection notes to identify patterns of distraction. Is it social media? Unnecessary meetings? Internal distractions like overthinking? Once identified, set boundaries. Turn off notifications, block time for focused work, or create a dedicated workspace. The goal is to minimize interruptions and create an environment where focus flows naturally. Point 6. Include a self-care and recharge plan. Productivity isn't sustainable without energy. Include time for exercise, meditation, or hobbies that recharge you. Even 30 minutes of focused self-care can dramatically improve mental clarity and resilience. Treat self-care as non-negotiable. Your brain and body are the engines of your productivity. Point 7. Weekly review ritual. Finally, create a weekly review ritual. At the end of each week, spend 15 to 30 minutes reviewing progress, noting accomplishments, and planning adjustments for the following week. This ritual closes the loop and ensures continuous improvement. Over time, this weekly reset becomes a compounding habit that accelerates results and reduces stress. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to planning your week? Is it staying consistent, managing distractions, or simply knowing what to prioritize? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and I love learning from your experiences. Also, if you're already using a weekly reset routine, share your top tip so our community can learn from it. Let's take a quick moment to reflect together. Imagine the feeling of ending your week with clarity, knowing exactly what you accomplished, and stepping into the next week with full control and focus. How would that change your life? How much less stress would you feel? How much more momentum could you build towards your goals? I encourage you to pause here, grab a notebook, and write down your top 3 priorities for the upcoming week. Even if you only do this for 5 minutes, you'll notice the difference immediately. Your brain loves clarity. When you know what matters most, your focus becomes sharper, decisions become easier, and energy drains are minimized. And remember, this is a habit. It might feel strange at first, and that's okay. Consistency beats perfection. Commit to doing this every week, even if it's just for 30 minutes. Over time, this habit compounds, and you'll see exponential growth in productivity, focus, and peace of mind. So, take a moment now. Comment below what your focus for this week will be. Let's make this interactive. Your accountability starts here. And while you're writing, think about one thing from last week you're proud of. Share that too. Celebrating wins is just as important as setting new goals. Let's recap what we've covered today. First, we reflected on the previous week to identify wins, challenges, and patterns. Second, we set clear intentions for the upcoming week by identifying 3 to 5 top priorities. Third, we organized our schedule strategically, aligning tasks with energy levels and creating time blocks for focus. Fourth, we identified distractions and set boundaries to minimize interruptions. Fifth, we incorporated self-care and recharge time to maintain energy and focus. And finally, We established a weekly review ritual to continuously improve and stay on track. By following this routine consistently, you create a cycle of reflection, planning, and refocusing that keeps you in control of your time, energy, and productivity. Over weeks and months, the compounding effect is huge. You'll accomplish more, stress less, and gain clarity in every area of your life. Remember, the goal is not to do more for the sake of being busy. The goal is to do what matters most, intentionally with focus and energy, so that your actions align with your goals and values. That's the power of a weekly reset routine. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps me know that these tips are making a difference. Also, subscribe to Focus Peter and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video on productivity, focus, and intentional living. Comment below your top priority for this week. I want to see what you're focusing on and cheer you on. And finally, check the description below where I've included a free weekly reset template to help you plan, reflect, and refocus with ease. Use it, tweak it, and make it your own. Remember, success is built on habits, consistency, and intentional action. Start your weekly reset today and take control of your productivity like never before. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay focused, stay intentional, and keep leveling up.